Hey everybody, it's Crystals here, and today we have another video for you guys, and today we are bringing, this is weird, this is a really interesting archetype, I've been enjoying it a lot, but we're bringing BattleWasp. In fact, we're bringing BattleWasp BallPark. I do have a lot of decks here, we're going over down the list very slowly, but we'll get there. So, we're bringing the Wasp, and this deck list is, like I said, it's BattleWasp meets BallPark. And we'll go through the card by cards, and I hope everybody enjoys. So we do got 3 Shining Black Sea. We do need a normal monster. We need it for a small fact of BallPark to operate correctly. So we are running 3 Shining Black Sea. It's level 4 monster for 2000 attack. Then we got 1 Despot 001. This is for Hulk and Auroradon plays. We are running 2 Pin the Bullseye. Bullseye is basically the extender. You can special summon for your hand if you control an insect type monster. So really good. If you control insect, you can special summon this card. The effect is you can inflict 200 points of damage for each Pin the Bullseye control. That doesn't never come up, but the effect is the fact that you could easily extend this card comes up a lot. We got 1 Sting the Poison. Poison is, if this card is normal special summon, you could add 1 BattleWasp monster from your deck to your hand except itself. Quick effect, you contribute 1 other insect monster, then target 1 effect monster your opponent controls and negates its effect. Pretty good card, definitely worth running 3. It is a tuner on top of that. We got 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Ash Blossom negates any search effect, any special summon from the deck, or any Foolish Barrier. Really good card, definitely worth running. We got 2 Goalkeeper. I'm only running 2. It's very searchable in this deck. 3 just kind of felt like a brick, so just an FYI. But Goalkeeper cool. If this card sent to the graveyard, you could add 1 level 4 insect monster from your deck to your hand. Then if you added a normal monster, you could special summon it. Then you could destroy 1 monster on the field with attack greater than or equal to that special summon monster. So basically, you search Shining Black Sea, special summon Shining Black Sea, then Shining Black Sea could destroy a monster of 2,000 or more attack on the field. Really great combo. We got 3 Twin Bow the Attacker. Twin Bow the Attacker is during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can't special summon monsters from your extra deck except insect monsters. The effect that you can attack twice per turn doesn't really come up. It's just a really good extender. We got 1 Warm Warrior. This is yet again an extender. You can banish insect type monster from your graveyard, and you can special summon this card. If this card inflicts battle damage, send the top card of the deck to the graveyard. The fact is, it's just a free extender. You really want to run 1 of them. Then we got 3 Resonance Insect. Resonance Insect is a really great card. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you could add 1 level 5 or higher insect monster from your deck to your hands. And our target is Doomdozer. If you want to add more Doomdozers, you can, by the way. We got 1 Destiny Ancestral, 1 Dasher. This is for our Destiny Fusion package. Then we got 3 Owlblast the Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire is when this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 3 lower insect monster in your graveyard, special summon that monster into defense position. If this card's owner possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 BattleWasp monster from your hand or deck. Yet again, it's just a way to keep swarming the field for the Wasp. And that's what this deck does really good, is just keep swarming the field for your either your synchro plays or your link climb. So then we got 1 Doomdozer. Doomdozer, light attack, free special summon, banish 2 insects from your graveyard, and if this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send the top card of the deck to the graveyard. We got 1 Terraforming. Terraforming searches out Giant BallPark. We got 2 Fusion Destinies. This is for our Destiny Hero package. We got 2 Revival Swarm. This is the monster reborn for the archetype. You can target 1 BattleWasp monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Suppose that. Then you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 insect monster you control. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. We do got 3 Dark Ruler No More for going second. We got 3 Giant BallPark. This card's amazing. I did a dedicated BallPark build. You can check that video out. It'll be in the description. But for this video, Giant BallPark is kind of a secondary win condition, but basically during damage calculation, if a player would take battle damage, you can make neither player take any battle damage from that battle. And if you do, send 1 level 4 low insect monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then if it's sent normal monster this way, you can special summon any number of those monsters with the same name as that monster from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. If a monster you control is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, except by damage step, you can special summon 1 insect monster from your graveyard. Really great card. Definitely worth running. Basically, you could pitch Shining Black Sea, then you can get 3 of them out in the field very easily, and those could go into your link plays, you know, right off the bat. Then we got 2 Called by the Grave. Really, to get rid of Maxi. Maxi really sucks against this deck, but you can also use it on the Ash Blossoms and stuff like that too. Then for our extra deck, we do got 1 Destiny Hero, Phoenix Enforcer. This card, basically, you contribute it to target 1 card on. You could target 1 card on the field and 1 card on your side of the field, and destroy both targets. Then during your next standby phase, this card will resummon itself onto the field and use that effect again. So you can continue popping. So we got 1 Asura, the Ghost Bow. The Ghost Bow is when the opponent takes battle damage from either BattleWasp monster, you can inflict damage to the opponent equal to the original attack of that monster. You can only use the effective BattleWasp of Asura the Ghost Bow once per turn. When a monster is destroyed by battle by a BattleWasp monster, when this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. The effect doesn't matter, but what does matter, it's a level 5 tuner. We got 1 Halberd. Once per battle, during damage calculation, this card attacks the opponent's monster with equal or higher attack. Quick effect, you could have the attack of the opponent's monster. Really good effect. It does actually come up. We got 1 the Conquering Bow. This card was synchro summoned using a synchro monster as a material. It could attack a second attack during each battle phase. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. When this card inflicts battle damage to the opponent, you can make all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1,000 attack and defense. At the end of the battle phase, if your opponent has not taken any battle damage, you can inflict 300 points of damage for each BattleWasp monster in your graveyard, and that does add up to quite a bit. We got 1 Bear on the Floor, going to level 10s is pretty easy. Then we got 1 Ballista the Armageddon. This card is actually really amazing, but really hard to get out. When this card is special summon, you can banish all insect monsters from your graveyard. All monsters your opponent controls loses 500 attack and defense for each of your banished insect monsters. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. If this synchro summon card on its owner control is destroyed by your opponent's card, it can special summon up to 3 of your banished level 11 or lower insect monsters. Really great card, really good effect, but it's just hard to pull off. We got 1 link variable for link plays. We got 1 insect pick for When this card's link summoned, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 other insect monster you control. Equip 1 insect monster from your deck to it as an equip spell. That card gains this effect. The equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense. You can target 3 insect monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, then draw 1 card. Really great card, definitely worth running. We got 1 Halku Phalabrax. This card should be banned. We got 1 Predator Anaconda. Yet again, this card needs to be banned. We got 1 Nightmare Unicorn to bounce our opponent's cards. So if they have a problem card, you could easily go into Unicorn, discard, target 1 of the cards on the field, and bounce it into the deck. We got 1 Seraphim. This card gains counters depending on how many insect monsters you use for its link material. You usually get 2. Then, quick effect, you can remove 1 counter from this card, special summon 1 level 4 lower insect monster from your graveyard. And your good targets like Gokipor, because if Gokipor on the opponent's turn gets into the graveyard, you could easily summon, destroy with Shining Black Sea and stuff like that. We got 1 Mega Phantom Beast of Worldon. We got 1 Apollosa Bow of the Goddess for monster negates, and we got 1 Axis Kotaker for closing all games. And that's it for the deck. It's not the best, but it was a lot of fun. It's pretty budget friendly on top of that. A lot of these cards could be interchanged depending on what you have. But this is what I was running, and it was a blast. I hope you all enjoy. Next video, as you can probably see in these side here, we're doing penguins. So stay tuned for that. I hope you all enjoy. I'll catch you on the next video. Let's get into the games. Alright, so this was an interesting one. This was this was BattleWasp versus UA Ultra Athletes. Ultra Athletes is a pretty cool archetype, but we'll see how my deck holds up. So I go first. I activate Terraforming, see if he has a hand trap. He does not. I get Giant BallPark. I know some Gokipol, and at this point I special summon, and I go into Link Crime into Anaconda. Gokipol does it go off, and I do get an Arrow Blast for next turn. I activate Predator Anaconda's effect. Sending Fusion Destiny. Now I'm going to fusion into Phoenix Force. On Phoenix Force effect, I do pop both my cards. That way he doesn't have, just in case he has like Super Poly. His standby phase, Phoenix Force does come back. Feeling pretty confident. My opponent sets 2, activates UA Hyper Stadium. He draws 1. He gets Mighty Slugger. He goes Midfielder. He special summons Mighty Slugger. Equips Power Jersey. At this point, I'm going to pop both our cards. So I pop my Phoenix Enforcer and his Mighty Slugger. I'm not going to let those go off. Both get popped. UA Power Jersey goes to the grave. Phoenix Enforcer effect goes off. He activates Signing Deal. He special summons a Dreadnought. And he attacks for 2,500. That hurts. He bounces back, goes into Perfect Ace. I'm like, alright, so he has a negate. That's not going to be fun. Hey, look at that. I got Dark Ruler no more, so I'm feeling pretty confident. At this point, I activate Dark Ruler no more. I want to get rid of his negate. Now I go into Giant BallPark. He tries to activate his card. He discards. He didn't read. He discarded Midfielder. So, yeah. That's what happens if you don't read. I do go into Aeroblast. Aeroblast is going to target Goki Pool. Goki Pool is going to special summon. At this point, I activate Bullseye. Bullseye is going to go off. And at this point, I'm going to link off into a Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix effect, I'm going to discard my Shining Black Sea, get rid of his back row. Goki Pool effect will take off at this point also. Goki Pool is going to special summon a normal monster, I believe. No, I do get Resonant Insect by hand. The Nightmare Phoenix does pop a penalty box. At this point, I go into Seraphim. Seraphim's going to get 2 tokens. So there's his 2 tokens. Oh, it's 1, my bad. I do go bounces. I destroy his Perfect Ace. I do attack. No point towards it. Penalty box is going to activate. He does get a 1 field spell. I'm like, alright, nothing too bad. He draws. Phoenix Enforcer comes up. And at this point, he activates Hyper Stadium again. He draws. He does get another Libro Spiker. I'm like, huh. He no one summons Libro Spiker and needs his turn. At this point, I'm going to pop both our cards, get rid of them, and activate Phoenix Enforcer. I do activate Seraphim also in Chain. And Seraphim's going to allow me to get a card. And at this point, I do bring back Goki Pool again. So, feeling pretty decent. I do draw another Resonant Insect. That kind of sucks. But I activate Dasher, special summon Resonant Insect. At this point, I go into Phoenix Enforcer, comes back. I think I can win from this position. I link off into a Insector. Insector is going to discard. I target the Seraphim. Goki Pool is going to activate on top of that. And Resonant Insect's going to activate yet again on top of that. So, lots of cards activating here. Resonant Insect is going to activate. I do get a Doom Dozer. Goki Pool activates. I do get a Insect Knight. Insect Knight with special summon. And then Persefina, I do get Resonant Insect on top of that. I do special summon the Doom Dozer. Resonant Insect effects kicks off. Both of them do because it's not once per turn. And at this point, they both go off. I do send a Goki Pool. And at this point, I do send a Twin Bow. I activate Celestial's effect to draw 2. And at this point, Phoenix Force, I do get Resonant Insect in its field spell. And I got well over the lethal. No more BM. I'm just going to attack for game. So I hope you all enjoy. This was a lot of fun. This is the only game I have. Yeah, sorry guys. Just the one for today. Very short video, but I just wanted to get it out because it was a lot of fun. This version of the build had 3 Insect Knights on top of that. I ended up cutting them. They weren't needed, just the Shining Black Seas were needed in reality. So, just so you know. But other than that, I hope you all enjoy. This was a fun deck, and I'll catch you all next time.